In an empire where the king's voice was law, and the lives of a people hung in the balance, God raised an ordinary woman. This is not just the story of a queen, of faith in the face of the impossible. It is the story of Esther, God's chosen one. And today, you will hear how a people was saved by a woman who decided to risk everything. The fall of Vashti, the choice of a new queen. When King Xerxes, his memory returned to Vashti the queen, who dared to disobey. The throne beside the monarch was empty, and the empire cried out for a new queen. The king's advisors, eager to please him, let the most beautiful virgins from all the provinces be summoned. Let them come to Susa, to the royal harem. Let them receive the most luxurious beauty treatments. And let the king choose the one most worthy to wear the crown of Vashti. The king liked the idea, and so began the search that would change the history of a nation. Enter Esther. In the citadel of Susa, there lived a righteous man. He had raised his orphaned cousin. She was more than beautiful. Esther was graceful, wise, and had the hand of God upon her. Brought into the harem, Esther quickly distinguished herself. Hegi, the king's wife, and offered her the best of everything: perfumes, clothes, maids, and a special room. Esther did not reveal her origins. She reverently followed Mordecai's advice. After 12 months of preparation, the moment arrived. Esther was brought to King Xerxes in the 10th month, and the impossible happened. The king fell in love with her more than any woman before her. At that moment, Esther was crowned queen of the greatest empire on earth. The conspiracy revealed. Mordecai discovered a plot. 2 officials were planning to assassinate the king. He warned Esther, and she took the message to the throne. The plot was broken up. Haman, the enemy of the shadows, but in the shadows of the palace, a new character arose. Haman the promoted to the highest office in the kingdom. He demanded reverence from everyone except one. And this simple act of resistance ignited in Haman a burning hatred, not only for Mordecai, but for the entire Jewish people. Coldly and manipulatively, Haman cast the Latan chose the date of the extermination, the 13th day of the 12th month, Adar. He convinced the king that the Jews were a threat. The decree was sealed with a royal ring. The massacre, the cry of a people, the courage of a queen. Upon hearing of the decree, Mordecai dressed in mourning and wept in the streets, in every corner of the empire. And when Esther heard about it, whoever dares to enter the king's presence will be put to death. Then Mordecai responded with words that would echo through eternity. Do not think that you will be spared. Perhaps it was not for such a time as this that you were made queen. And Esther bravely responded, fast for me 3 days, then I will go. If I must die, the banquet, the judgment, the fall of Haman. 3 days later, Esther, dressed in her royal robe, entered the king's courtyard. When Xerxes saw her, he held out his golden scepter. What do you want? Esther invited the king and Haman to a banquet. At the second banquet, Haman, the king, burst into fury. Haman fell at Esther's feet, but Xerxes came back and shouted, Do you want to rape the queen in front of me? Haman was dragged away and hanged on the same gallows he had prepared for Mordecai. The reward, hope, is reborn in all provinces, and on the appointed day fate was reversed. Where there would have been mourning, there was victory. Where there would have been destruction, the Jews united and defeated their enemies. In the citadel of Susa, Purim, the celebration of the new year. And so, the celebration was instituted, Purim, of the pur, the lot that Haman cast against them, and that God transformed into salvation. Mordecai recorded it all. Esther confirmed it, and future generations would hear. Remember the month when mourning turned to joy, the day when death was conquered by the courage of a queen, and the God who never abandons his people. Mordecai became the second most powerful man in the empire. Esther was remembered for her faith, and the Jews for their courage. If you enjoyed this incredible story of courage and faith, leave a like to reinforce this message, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more epic videos like this. Join us on this journey of inspiration.